'tis the season for fresh cut flowers, but spring florals aren't just for Mother's Day. Sarah is here to introduce us to the newest 2021 trend, the Wellbeing Bouquet. Hey Sarah, what are we talking about here? It sounds good to me.
It's such a good idea. Normally we think of flowers for special occasions only, like Mother's Day, birthdays, or back when we used to go to parties, we would bring it as a host or hostess gift. But they can brighten any day, and there's actually science behind that. Like, think about when you get a gift of flowers, you feel happy, loved, grateful, and connected, right? They're good for your emotional and physical health.
I feel so good when I get flowers, and it doesn't even matter what it's about. I feel like, oh, someone thought about me. That is lovely, whether it's my husband or and anyone else. Send me flowers. They make me happy.
My florist at Fiore Oakville, who gave me all these beautiful flowers for this segment, they told me that their deliveries have more than doubled since the pandemic started. So it's proof that flowers are helping people stay and feel more connected, which is great. So there's this new trend of the Wellbeing Bouquet. And it's not just about using any flowers. It's about thinking about the meanings behind flowers, the benefits of specific flowers, or even the colors. So Trace, what's your favorite color?
Oh, I love yellow right now, like bright pops of yellow. I love coral almost always. Like, those are sort of the two colors I'm wearing a lot in my wardrobe. But when it comes to florals, I actually often prefer white. I just think it's classic and beautiful.
I agree with you. I actually love all of those colors for florals, and different colored flowers have different meanings. So you said yellow. I can see why you love yellow, especially right now, because it inspires happiness and joy. We could all use a little bit more of that. White is purity and innocence. Not sure if that's what you're going for, but that's what they're known for. And pink, which is my favorite, is love and happiness. So, like, how can you not be happy looking at these gorgeous flowers, right?
Beautiful.
And different types of flowers have different meanings too, or different benefits. So lavender, which I've got in this sweet little container here, we know that to be like relaxation and calming. A lot of people like to have this in their bedrooms. These are purple hyacinths, and they're known as the please forgive me flower. So if you owe someone an apology, do it with this. It's a beautiful way to apologize. And then I've got eucalyptus here, and I don't know if you've noticed, Trace, online, but I've seen a trend of people tying eucalyptus branches onto their shower head and letting the water run on it when they're having a shower to give benefits. You could even give the gift of fresh air by giving someone a pot of chrysanthemums. There's so many options.
And I did receive actually the gift of eucalyptus, and I did tie it in the shower, and it is lovely and refreshing and invigorating. So many options, as you mentioned. How do I know which ones to put together to create a nice bouquet and not just this overwhelming bushel of random flowers? Like, give us some tips.
Okay, so creating an arrangement can be a lot less intimidating if you just follow a few simple guidelines. But the first thing I do is choose my vase. You don't want to go too tall and narrow opening, because your flowers are just going to be a cylinder going straight up. There's not going to be any fullness. And then the opposite way doesn't work either. Something too shallow with a really wide opening, your flowers are going to droop. So I've got this one right here. It's a nice size, and I did this on here so you could see it. I taped out a grid so that you can hold your flowers in place. And then Trace, I like to add greenery first. So I'm using this eucalyptus all around. It's like framing the bouquet, okay? And you want to think about the scale of the flowers and the greenery that you're using. You don't want it to all be the same size, because then nothing stands out. So on that note, the next thing I like to add are the accent flowers. I chose these gorgeous white ranunculus, and the meaning behind those is charm and beauty, which I thought was really nice.
Is it like the Christmas tree and you just want it to look good, like the surface that's facing the people? Or do you want it to look good all the way around?
Okay, so if it's going on a table that's against a wall, you really only have to focus on the front. I like this one to look good all the way around. So here's my little trick. I have it on a Lazy Susan. So I can spin it around as I'm working and see it from every side without having to lift it up or walk around the table. So once you have your accent flowers in there, you want your showstopper. So I chose these hydrangeas, this soft, beautiful pink. And the meaning behind this flower is gratitude. So I thought, isn't that a nice sentiment for right now? So you add a bunch of these in there. You want to be gentle if you're using ranunculus, Trace, because they're a little delicate.
Yeah.
And then once you've filled in those, you want to add some filler flowers. I love wax flowers. I've used them on the show a bunch of times. The meaning behind these, which I actually didn't know, was long-lasting love, enduring love, which is why you see them in a lot of wedding flower arrangements. But I just thought that was a really sweet. So, you know, combined together, depending on what flowers and what greenery you choose, your arrangement sends a different message. And you can even add that in the card and explain the choices that you made and why you chose them.
That is so gorgeous. You make it look so easy every time, Sarah. And you gorgeous bouquet. And I love the way that that would spread joy in something that is not tied to any kind of an anniversary or a special day or a birthday. A lovely thing to send to a girlfriend and a really nice pick-me-up for spring.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that, Sarah.